What is up, guys? Today I wanted to record a quick video on Software 1, the surprisingly hard class. Well, relatively hard. Kind of not. As you see, it took me 2 attempts. I got it back on the 17th, got my revisions, submitted it basically, the next day. Now, I guess I messed that up. Let's just go through this. This is probably, unfortunately, going to be one of the less helpful classes because it's kind of hard to teach this in many ways. At first, I was super overwhelmed looking at all the requirements, but as any software project you need to do, you need to break it down in chunks. Now, I have very little experience in Java, and that's actually one of my regrets, where I thought that the coding classes were going to be easier because I've done some front-end stuff, I've done some PHP stuff, but I've never done really Java stuff, and I watched the Code with Mosh. I watched probably the first hour intro video during pre-study, but that wasn't really prepared me for this. I won't even lie, and I underestimated it. So, boom. That's something I would do differently, is prepare better for Java if I could redo it. Now, what I would say if you're taking this class, like I said, it's really hard for me to give you concrete advice, given that one, it doesn't really make sense till you're actually sitting here, and if you're watching it, even then, it's just what I explained may not be the most helpful. So what I would say is first is book a meeting with the course instructor. That's the first thing that helped me. They helped me literally set up the project structure. I was really frozen from the start. I was like, man, where do I start? And they helped me set up the project structure properly. After that, go through the webinars, which is kind of hard to find where the webinars are. So what I would do is ask, hey, course instructor, where are the webinars I'm supposed to go to? I've heard on Reddit that you're supposed to find them, so help me. And then after that, you go through the webinars, and if you have any problems, go talk to another course instructor. They're pretty helpful, actually. I've heard other things that they're not very helpful, but they are. After that, run through all the test cases. There is a document at the very bottom that says tests for software 1. Do all of them, make sure they work, that you don't get it like this. I just didn't run one test, and I would have caught it had I run them all. And you should do that. So yeah, that's this course. It took me, as you see, about 28 days, 30 days for me to do it. Granted, I was doing some very hectic stuff at work. Things have been crazy at work just because I started a new job and blah, blah, blah. I won't get into it too crazy, but the new job has been beating me like crazy. So this has not been as fast as I wanted it to be. I am now gonna. That's the end of this video. That after this, I'm gonna do software 2. Hopefully, it doesn't take me as long. My goal at this point, I'm starting to run on fumes as far as how fast I can get, how slow. I'm going slower than I expected. So hopefully in May I kick into high gear. I will say I'm gonna be out of town for 2 weeks. I'm gonna be going on vacation I had scheduled 8 months ago. This is when all this stuff I had not had planned doing school. I had not planned doing quitting jobs. So things have been kind of crazy. This is certainly going to go to the wire. It's going to get pretty close to the 6-month mark. So my kind of plan is, remember I work a full-time job. I do volunteer work about 18 hours a week. So I'm a relatively busy guy. So hopefully I'm going to get back on the 7th of May. And I hope that in an ideal world, I'm able to finish. And this is going to be the longest stretch in the world. I probably won't happen. I'm going to try to finish both software 2 and data structures and algorithms by the 11th, then by mid-June, basically by June 15th. And then I'm going to really try to hone on because my term ends at the end of July. So if I can finish both software 1 and Python for the algorithm class rather, by the middle of June, then I can have 2 weeks. Hopefully those 2 weeks I can cram so hard and get software quality assurance on, which I have pre-studied that. And then I get the ITIL exam as well, get that done. And then after that, in July, the final month, I finish my capstone. So it's going to come down to the wire. Hopefully I can do it faster than that. Maybe, maybe not. Worst case, I ask for a term extension, which I have found that you can extend it up to 30 days to even up to I think I read somewhere 2 months. I may try to go down that route because I'm going to be so close to being done. If not, I'd go the worst case and pay for a second term, which would really suck. But life is life. Like I said, getting a new job was not in the cards when I initially started this out. I was planning on having more time than I do. So that's that. That's my update. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and we will